Alright, so we're back on the Normandy. I forget what we're doing. Oh, no. We're talking to, Wait, why are we going to talk to Garrus? I know what's going to happen.
I don't know. I mean, I'm on the edge of my seat.
There's only one possible thing that can happen right now.
Shepard, need me for something?
Have you got a minute?
Can it wait for a bit? I'm in the middle.
Talk to you later, Garrus.
I'll be here if you need me.
Technically, well, yeah, I guess we've technically considered a mission, so I thought maybe I guess we could talk to some of these people.
I'm just finishing an operation report.
Miranda, however, we actually can
So
talk
far,
to.
things have gone exceptionally well. As Cerberus operations go, this is one of the best I've been a part of.
Cerberus obviously has your loyalty. How did you get involved with them?
I suppose you've earned the right to know. Do you remember when
See,
I
now that
told
you've
you
pointed
how I
out that
was
they look
genetically
like the
altered?
uniforms look
Well, that wasn't my
stormtrooperly and imperial officer-like, like I can't get it out of my head.
He's a very influential man.
Especially Miranda, because she has the
extremely
dark
controlling.
black hair.
He didn't want a daughter. He wanted a dynasty.
Miranda was actually originally
I ran
going to
away as soon as
have
I was older
blonde
and brave
hair,
enough.
Like her
I went to
voice
Cerberus
actress.
because I knew
Yeah,
they could protect
but they decided that the black hair looked better. Like, the blonde hair didn't really show up well on the black and white outfit,
Of your enhanced abilities.
and the black hair made her look
Cerberus
more like a
fully
femme
endorses anything that
fatale.
advances the cause of humanity. Genetic alteration.
Which I agree with. I like her better with black
Unlike
hair.
my father
Yeah.
and his own selfish reasons, Cerberus and the elusive man believe in a greater. They see the bigger picture.
Now, that's an annoying thing about this game, is that sometimes characters will cut themselves
Tool to
off.
be used by your father, by Cerberus.
Maybe. I like to know where I fit in the world. It helps me find meaning in how I was created.
You are who you are, Miranda. You don't need to make excuses for it.
That's easy for you to say. We've both been engineered for greatness, Shepard. The difference is you were great before we rebuilt you. I'm great because of it.
Your spirit and personality are what make you great. It's what makes anyone great.
That's kind of you. I'm not sure I believe you, but thanks for saying it.
Who exactly is your father?
A businessman, but a very wealthy one. It's ironic. My father believed deeply in a human-positive agenda. He donated generously to Cerberus before I joined them. That's how I first heard about Cerberus, through my father's connections.
You talk about yourself like you're just a tool to be used. By your father? By Cerberus?
Maybe. I like to know where I fit in the world. It helps me find meaning in how I was created.
You are who you are, Miranda. You don't need
That's
to make
easy for you. The difference is you were great before we rebuilt you. I'm great.
Dialogue
Just
loop!
listen to this.
Dialogue
What
loop!
happened to your mother?
I never had one. Most of my genetic material is based on my father's tissue. His Y chromosome was altered with an amalgam of desired traits from various sources. How arrogant can you be? The man is completely egomaniacal. Just another reason I had to get away from him.
Thanks for your time.
Yeah, if my father was Charles
Talk to you
Widmore, I
later.
wouldn't like that either.
Anytime, Commander.
It was in Captain America, and that threw me out of the loop completely.
Me and Bert, since we were sitting next to each other, we just kept making jokes. Because at one point he was like, "We don't condone terrorism." And I was like, "But I do condone sending a group of mercenaries to an island." And Bert and I were just dying.
People are talking out there, and I hear it all. I usually travel hidden away in cargo bays. It's nice to be able to look out a window for a change.
But we're just going to close her in here. Immediately after she said she liked looking at the stars.
Uh-huh. That was a wasted opportunity, I feel like.
What?
Like, having Shepard not get, like, getting drunk in this game isn't, like, fun. Like, Grand Theft Auto 4, like, where you, like, stumble around and get hit by cars and, you know, you get extra dialogue options. Like, I feel like that would have been fun.
Yeah.
Like, you get Mark Muir drunk and then just have him, like, ramble in the command. Like, come on, that'd be pretty funny.
No, it would be. It would make sense, too. But right now what we're going to do is we're going to actually do the DLC mission, Stolen Memories. And what we have to do is we have to go to Boltzmann.
Boltzmann, gotta catch 'em all.
Yeah,
It's gonna be on Netflix soon.
it already is.
You tell me and I won't watch it.
But I already have all the seasons over there.
Good for you.
So here we go.
Scan for Iridium.
We have to scan for element 0, iridium, platinum, and palladium. This is actually important in the game.
Yeah, this is really, like, it's tedious as hell, but it's worth it in the long run.
It's worth it in the long run, but the thing I like to do is, if you're going to a mission, just take the time to scan all the planets in the area. Like, say you're going to the Citadel, and say that there were other planets around the Citadel, you would just, you just keep scanning those planets and then go to where you want to go.
Yeah.
So it's not, like, really big out of your way, but it is still tedious. Now, the reason you want to do this is because in order to beat the game without, many casualties, or any casualties at all, you have to keep upgrading the Normandy. And which upgrade you get depends on which characters die. So say you don't get the shield upgrades. During the final mission, like, Garrus will die, or something like that.
Not saying Garrus will die, but a companion
He could
will
die.
You clean up well, Mr. Solomon Gunn. Hawk won't know what hit him.
I assume Solomon Gunn is my cover.
Yeah, good job briefing him, by the way.
Yeah, this is literally, they're, like, about to land.
Precisely the type of person Hawk respects. I took the liberty of giving you a reputation. Papers, witnesses, article in Badass Weekly. Just don't start talking business with him, and you'll be fine.
Remind me, what kind of man are we dealing with?
Hawk's a weapons dealer and smuggler. He killed my partner and stole his gray box. Other than that, he's not so bad. Rich, charismatic, willing to crack open a man's skull to get at the neural implants inside.
I take it I'm wearing this getup for a reason.
You'd look really out of place at a society party in armor, don't you think? You look great. You should wear this stuff more often.
Now's probably a good time to fill me in on the details.
You have been waiting patiently. Our friend Hawk is throwing a party for his closest friends. A couple dozen of the worst liars, cheaters, and
So there are certain things in video games that I just will always love no matter what. Prison breaks, breaking in or out of prisons. I always love that in games. And heists. I will always love a good heist. And that's pretty much what this is.
Filled to the brim with our weapons and armor. You can keep your pistol as long as it's concealed. They won't hassle you over a sidearm. Once inside, we'll make our way to Hawk's vault door, somewhere in the back of the ballroom. Then, we case the security and start...
Why is it a statue of Saren, though? Like,
waiting for you to crack it open and...
I don't know. It's just a neat little reference to him.
I guess.
And I'll finally get a chance to say goodbye.
You've worked really hard on this. KG must have meant a lot to you.
He looks very sad there.
KG's gray box holds a lot of priceless personal memories. It's all that remains of who he was. But the secret he discovered is dangerous. I wouldn't bring you here if it wasn't.
What's in the gray box that makes it worth all this trouble?
The gray box holds KG's memories. Everything from all the codes and plans he stole to...
Hence the name Stolen Memories for the DLC.
Wrapped up in those memories.
The other two, big DLCs that we'll be tackling since they're installed on the PS3 version is Lair of the Shadow Broker and Project Overlord.
That's what I'm
which
going for.
The latter Chris has not played, so that'll be new for him.
Yeah, I have played Lair of the Shadow Broker, and it's probably one of my top 5 DLCs ever.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I don't know which I like more. This one is cool because it appeals to that side of me that likes heists.
Yeah,
But Lair of the Shadow Broker really is just amazing.
After you, Mr. Gunn.
Just one moment, sir. There seems to be an issue with the statue.
It's trying to take over the galaxy.
Just doing a scan.
I don't believe we've met. Donovan Hawk.
Solomon Gunn. A pleasure.
Sir, the scanners aren't picking anything up.
I don't think our guests would come all the way here from Ilium just to cause trouble. Do you? You may pass through, Mr. Gunn, with my apologies. but I will ask your companion to remain outside. You understand?
And I can't... I've played this so many times and I don't know what the hell accent this guy has.
It's
Enjoy
called
the
Stick Up His
fun.
Ass Scent.
Dumb
Well,
facial hair.
That
Yeah,
didn't go as I expected.
Any idea why he'd send you away?
No, we've never seen each other in person, and no one knows what I look like. Just watching his ass, I'm sure. I can't blame him.
What do we do now?
We go on with the plan. You'll just have to do all the talking. I'll stay out of
Which
sight
was her
until
one
we
thing that she
finish.
said, don't talk.
Yeah.
But now
Shepard's
we
like
kinda
Lenny
have to.
from
We'll keep
Of
radio
Mice and Men.
contact in
Yeah.
case
just
something goes wrong.
shut up and punch.
That's pretty much Commander Shepard's nickname. Just shut up and punch.
Detonate a nuke on Vermeer. That's
Yeah.
subtle.
Kill Ashley.
Uh-huh.
I'd do it again, too.
If Ashley was in this, if she was the statue, you'd shoot the statue.
I would.
Oh, that? A quick...
But yeah, you can look around here. There's cool, like, paintings you can look at. There's conversations you can listen into.
Some say Commander...
That goes to a security room. We'll probably have to get in there at some point. Let's case the vault and figure out what we have to do.
For some reason, I'm getting flashback to Heavy Rain.
Yeah, it looks kind
Like
of like
the
that
Scott
party.
Shelby
Yeah,
one where you're in the party.
I know what you're talking about, yeah. That's some pretty terrible art.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, you want to, like, distract Hawk. You want to pick up some things here. They're talking about Garrus.
Good riddance, I say.
Who's Garrus? They're talking about Archangel.
Same thing. There's a data pad around here that you're going to want to pick up eventually.
Who could know?
Maybe you can't pick it up, like, right now. Maybe it spawns at a certain point, but I don't know.
Wow, who's his arm?
But if you kind of just, like, dick around for a little bit, eventually Kasumi will just keep kind of giving you advice, like, Shepard, go down here.
Very nice. There's more here than I expected.
I hated your boss fight.
Password-protected voice lock, kinetic barrier, DNA scanner. Looks like an EX700 series. Everything a vault needs to be impenetrable.
This gonna be a problem?
Please, remember who you're talking to. We'll need to get a voice sample for the voice lock. You'll have to go chat up Hawk.
And I didn't realize this until after I filmed, like, everything in Mass Effect 2, was that this is the last time you're going to see Kasumi in the game. I just forget to take her with me on any other mission. So, get used to Kasumi now, but she's not going to be seen again.
Still, I mean, if this is also the only time I use Katsumi when I play Mass Effect.
Kasumi, there's no T.
No, it's a cat. She's a cat. She's as nimble as a cat. It makes sense.
No, in Japanese her name means, like, mist thief.
Alright, well, Kasumi.
No, it's not Kiss either, it's Cass.
Kasumi.
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 It's fine.
Kasumi.
I will.
It's like racial ghoul.
See, I don't see that. I don't care what you say. Racial ghoul does not sound like racial ghoul. Unless you really stress the way you're saying it.
I don't know, it sounds goofy to me. That's why Ra's al Ghul sounds better.
Ra's al Ghul doesn't sound dumb.
Nope.
But this is Mass Effect.
Anyway, but yeah, back onto Mass Effect.
It's pronounced Kasumi.
With Kasumi.
One sec.
Shepard used his mind powers to deactivate the fire.
Okay, yeah.
That should take care of the barrier.
Yeah, this is the only time I use her too. But I think it's justified. Like, there's enough to.
Well, the character selection in this game is really quite amazing once you get your entire team. So it's understandable that maybe there are a few characters that you won't use because some are better than others.
Yeah, this had, I think, the largest roster up until Dragon Age Inquisition for a BioWare game.
Well, is that the new one?
Yes.
That scene at the door hasn't soured your evening, I hope.
I understand the security, but who would dare try to break into Donovan Hawk's home?
Gunn, in our line of work, we attract a certain element. Few understand the pains we take to keep the barbarians at bay. People these days want comfort, entertainment...
But I don't know how you're gonna get a voice sample out of
See that
people
the
these
galaxy is
days.
red hot. They only have to worry about simple luxuries. Why? Because people like me and you are doing the terrible things that keep the galaxy spinning. This party is for us, the cleaners, the support structure for the galaxy's gleeful delusions.
What the
of
fuck
peace.
accent is that?
May there always be a
Seriously.
market for the things we do.
That one bald guy isn't clapping. He should be thrown out of the party.
get him talking, and you got him talking. We've got enough of a voice sample. Let him go.
How did no one hear that?
How did no one see that?
Once we find the password, we can get past the voice scanner.
Excuse me, Mr. Gunn, what was that? Damn it. He heard you over my headphones.
What about my password?
Yeah, and the data pad's here. I don't know if it was there before,
No,
but
it wasn't.
I guess it just spawns at a certain point.
Chief Rowe, huh? She sounds like a hard ass. If we could tap into the guard's communications...
And one of the funniest moments that I ever had happen is going to happen when we go over here. This is what I was talking about before, when the perk you get that turns you invisible brought upon one of my favorite moments that I think was just really funny. Maybe no one else but me finds it funny, but I find this hilarious.
We've been spotted.
Guy just fucking like, I'm supposed to be guarding this area? Ah!